Marshalltown MICA program. My name is Megan Carlson and I am the County Youth Coordinator for Marshall County 4-H. Today we're going to be doing a STEM activity. In front of you you'll find all the supplies that are needed and I will walk you through the process step by step. Program assistants, as I say pause, I want you to pause this video to give the youth time to participate in this activity during this step. Hello all and welcome to today's STEM activity, Blast Off Rockets. So, what you're going to need for this activity, you're going to need a piece of paper, tape, a straw, a pencil, a pair of scissors, a ruler, and a pen or a pencil that you can mark with. For my sake, I'm going to use a pen so that way it's darker so you can see it. So, we are going to start off with our first step. When you hear the word space, what do you think of? You might think of an astronaut launching away from away from Earth in a spacecraft. Did you know that Iowa has helped the world learn more about space? Peggy Whitson was an astronaut from Iowa. She holds the record for the longest single space flight by a woman. She used a spacecraft to travel to outer space. In this activity, you will be creating your own spacecraft to launch. You will make your rocket out of straws, tape, and paper. So your very first step is you're going to want to get your piece of paper and you're going to want to put it long ways towards your body. Assistants, go ahead and pause while you help the students do this. Next, you are going to get your ruler and you are going to get, if you have the centimeters, you're going to go to 6 centimeters. If you only have a ruler that has inches, you're going to go to 2.5 inches. Pause and find where your 2.5 inches or 6 centimeters is. Now that we know where our 6 centimeters are, or 2.5 inches, we are going to lay it across your paper on the short side, like this. Now you're going to take your writing utensil and you're going to make a mark at either the 6 or the 2.5. Go ahead and pause while you do that. Okay, our next step is to take your ruler and turn it and line it up on the long side right next to your mark that you made. You can see my mark right there, so I'm putting my ruler right next to it. Okay, once you have that, you're going to take your pen and you're going to make a mark all the way down your paper. So it looks like this. Go ahead and pause while you do that. Okay, once you're done with that, we are done with our ruler, so you can put that to the side. And then you're going to take your scissors and we are going to cut along the line. Pause while you do that. Alright, once you're done, you should have 2 pieces of paper. One small and one large. We are only going to be using the small piece of paper for this point, so go ahead and set your big piece of paper to the side. And next, you're going to take your piece of paper and you're going to turn it so that way it is long ways in front of your body. Go ahead and pause while you do that. Next, you're going to need your pencil. So you're going to take your pencil and you're going to lay it on your piece of paper. And now you're going to need your tape and you're going to tear off 3 pieces of tape and stick them to your table. So that way you're ready for the next step. Alright, now you're going to take your piece of paper and you are going to make your fins. So what we're going to do is you're going to make 3 to 4 fins that you can tape on the sides of your tail of your rocket. So go ahead and pause while you make your 3 to 4 fins and cut them out. Alright, once you have your paper rolled on your pencil, you're going to take your tape and you're going to tape along the seam. So you have an open seam right here. And you're going to take your tape and close that up. Remember, don't get any tape on the edges. Go ahead and pause while you do this step. Okay, now that we're done, we have our rocket closed up. Go ahead and slide it so that way your pencil comes out. Okay, now we're done with that. So you should have one end open, a closed side, and then another open end. What you're going to do next is we are going to make the nose of our rocket. So you're simply going to fold one end shut and fold it over. So it should look like this. Go ahead and take a pause while you do that, and you're going to tape the end shut with your roll of tape. Okay, now we should have one end that's folded shut like this, and then we still should have one open end. Alright, we're going to set this aside for a minute, and now you need to grab your big piece of paper. Go ahead and pause while you find your big piece of paper, and you'll also need your pencil again, and your scissors. Alright, now that we have our fins cut out, we need to tape them to our rocket. So, you can tape them on your rocket anywhere on the sides, but do not cover up the end of your rocket because that is how we're going to launch it, okay? So, go ahead and pause while you guys tape your fins on. Alright, now that we have our fins taped on, we're going to test our rockets. So I want you to hold your rocket horizontal to the ground, and I want you to drop it. The nose, which is the folded end, should hit first. If it doesn't, maybe you need to adjust your rocket a little bit. Maybe the front end needs to be heavier. Maybe you have too many fins on. So go ahead and hold your rocket horizontal to the ground and let it drop, okay? Pause while you do that. Next, you're going to need to get your straw. So at your bendy portion of your straw, you're going to stretch it out and you're going to make the letter L. The letter L. Alright, so you should have the letter L with your straw. So now you're going to take the long portion of your straw and you're going to put it in the open end of your rocket. So you should have, it should look just like this. The long portion should be in here. Pause while you do that. So now it's time to test your rocket. You're going to put the short portion of your straw in your mouth and make sure that it is not pointed at anyone or anything breakable, and then blow into your straw. Go ahead and pause while you test your rockets out. Did it work? If not, you better go through and make sure that all of your sides are closed and that the top portion of your rocket is closed. So if it didn't work, go ahead and try that. But otherwise, go ahead and try to make it work at different angles. So you could try to shoot it straight, or you could try to make it go straight up or even straight down, like that. So now it's time to have some fun. Try to make it go at different angles or even maybe through some different shapes. Included in your bag is a target. Maybe try to have your rocket hit the target. So go ahead and pause for a little bit and try this activity out. Alright, I hope you guys had so much fun with this activity. Now let's do a little bit of reflection. What do you think helps rockets fly? And how do you think you could change your rocket to make it fly better? Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on this STEM activity. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one.